The teenage years are crucial in the process of going from childhood to adult. These are also characteristically the years where children experience some of their most baffling encounters. This particular time in a person's life leads them into many paths. Some of these paths are not very pleasant. Teenagers who walk in paths where distressing circumstances are often lash out. These teenagers also often develop a reckless and indifferent attitude that really doesn't care about much at all. This is common in many teens who are this way. When a teenager turns to emotions of anger and starts to act out, it is then time to introduce him to anger management for teens. For a teenager, trying to cope with alarming situations which continuously present themselves is often emotionally taxing. The strain of it causes many thoughts and ill feelings of which anger is included. When buttons are pushed, anger is a natural response. Anger management for teens makes sure that a teenager understands self-awareness and self-control. Anger is a very powerful emotion. When it is not dealt with correctly, anger causes a lot of destruction. Learning to deal with these emotions at a young age makes a person's adult life better. When there are evidence of anger problems in a teenager, make sure that he gets help with it. His future could be very easily impaired. Anger management for teens also causes empowerment. The goal of it is to make you capable of going into any situation and make good, deliberate decisions instead of acting on impulses or instinct. It is easy for anyone to act out at the first problem that opposition brings. But with self-control, a teenager will act with good sense and logic. It might seem like a lot to expect of a teenager, but when approached in the right way, it is being done. Accomplishing the goal might call for one-on-one counseling, support groups meetings, or going to a retreat for teens with the same issues. It is not the method that is important, it is the results of the method that really matters. Teaching a teenager self-awareness is a part of their anger management program. It means that he is taught to understand that he has the ability to scrutinize the situations which anger him. Encouraging him to take notice of his feelings during irritating incidents is important to his anger management for teens program. Helping him to see the necessity of thinking during actual confrontational encounters is going to make a difference. A teenager who is quick to anger needs to get to understand what self-control is. It is one thing to think about an upsetting situation, but self-control also affects a teen's reaction to angering events in his life. Teaching teens to think before acting is most important in anger management for teens. Encouraging youth to stop, to calm down, and take a few seconds between their first feelings of anger and the way they act will bring about some good positive results. Both self-control and self-awareness are needed to bring teens safely out of a provoking situation. Anger management for teens shows them how to analyze their emotions, analyze their situations, and analyze the issues related to why they are being opposed. Taking a few seconds to think these thoughts over in their mind often has a good impact on their actions and reactions. Working with teenagers with anger problems is often a challenge, but there are resources available to help with it. The internet is also an excellent source of information on anger management for teens. The process of teaching teens anger management may be a war, but it is worth the effort. I believe that you can control your anger. It will mean that you have to go through a process, but once the process is complete, you will have control over your anger like you never had control over it before, and you will always know what to do and when to do it and how to do it right. The truth is, it's not your fault that your anger sometimes gets the better part of you. You see, your anger responses for the most part were ingrained into you while you were still a child, and as an adult, you are only letting what is inside of you come out. It's alright though. You are not alone. There are millions of people just like you who are angry and want to get their anger under control. As for you though, if you want to be expressing your anger properly in less than 48 hours, go to www.b-anger-management-store.com. I have more free videos there that will tell you more about it. Again, that is www.the-anger-management-store.com. I'll see you when you get there.